Okay.
I have already I सद्दां सांगता असेंब्लीन or out of assembly हे टुरिस्ट येतात ते कायदे मानून तेंगे टुरिजम करपाचें whether you are in a restaurant, you are in a pub, or whether you are driving a vehicle, you must know to respect, and respect you will get if you show respect. आमी आयकतात कितले पाटी आमचे लोक हे लोकां पळोवन हे लोकांगे एटिट्यूड पळोवन आमचे लोक बेजार जातात आनी तो पाटी झगडी पासून जातात. ड्रंकन ड्रायव्हिंग इज नॉट समथींग न्यू. इन फॅक्ट हांव इतलो रागार जालो काल त्या एक लेटर केला आनी आयज हांव दितां टू द चीफ सेक्रेटरी, टू द डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ पुलीस and to the transport department. My first charge is that the police and the transport departments have failed to take action to curb drunken driving. हांव कित्याक म्हणटा आमगे कितले पब्स आनी बार्स आसात, many what we call watering holes, लेट नायट पार्टी जाता आनी येतात गाडी चलयतात कशे भाशेन, थोडे शेतांत पावले, थोडे पोलाचे मारले आनी थोडे लोकांक मारले. हांव गोंय भायर गेलो तेन्ना, बेंगलोर गेलो तेन्ना, मुंबय गेलो तेन्ना राती पुलीस आसतात, ब्रेथ एनालायझर टेस्ट करतात, ब्रेथलायझर म्हण आहा ते, तुगे अल्कोहॉल लिमीट चेक करतात. भायर गेले जाल्यार पार्टी लोक वयता, 5 जाण गेले जाल्यार गाडीन एकलो पिना, 4 जाण पितोले, दे टेक टर्न्स. पण हिंगा केअर करनात. लोक येतात पितात आनी तेंक दिसतात म्हाका दम आसा, they think they are heroes of some film and they think they will drive. Sometimes they even demand that they will drive, and this are mostly tourists, not that our goons have not done it. And mostly tourists think this पैसे आसात म्हणून that they own and they can control the roads and every place that they go. They become boisterous and they become high-handed, and this is the manner in which they are driving on the road, killing innocent people. So my first charge has been that the police and the transport department has been inefficient. And why I am writing to the chief secretary is because they need funds that they will buy this equipment. Then what is the use? So you have to release the funds so they have this equipment. Be outside these places. हुई पार्टी चलत थिंगा रावात, चेक करात, सगळ्यांक ब्लो कर म्हूण सांग आनी चेक कर अल्कोहol लिमिट. And another demand I have made in this letter of mine, तुमी पळयल आसतलो, there is a very famous case in Bombay, Alistair Pereira म्हूण. Alistair Pereira was drunk. He was apparently son of a very high profile industrialist. पयशे आशिल्ले, with some big swanky car. He was drunk, drove on the pavement and killed I think 6 people or something like that, who were sleeping on the footpath. Teka 304A, maximum 2 years imprisonment asa te, 304A ache teka punish kello, sentence kello. To appealan gelo ani sarkaru appealan gelo. In that, our Justice Swatantra Kumar, when he was the Chief Justice of our High Court before becoming Supreme Court Judge, he ruled that this kind of cases cannot be simply 304A, it has to be 304 Part 2, because you are causing death by a rash and negligent act, with the knowledge that this will be caused, or death will be caused by your rash and negligent act. This matter was taken to the Supreme Court, and his lawyer was Uday Umesh Lalit, famous criminal expert who finally became a Supreme Court judge. The appeal was dismissed. आणि थिंगा जजमेंटान कितें म्हणलां, यू नो द कॉन्सिक्वन्सीस ऑफ युअर एक्ट. सो मुगे आतां हो जजमेंट यूज करून त्या लेटर हांवें बरयलां. अंडर सेक्शन 307, टायटल इज अटेम्प्ट टू मर्डर, बट you don't look at the title. The wordings are, whoever does any act which is rash and negligent and by such act is likely to cause death. Death nakatinga. Likely to cause death. He will be punishable for imprisonment up to 10 years. Mullah, it's a serious offense. And if any hurt is caused by that act, it will be life imprisonment or 10 years. हांव सेकंड पार्टाचे पळयलो, हांव फर्स्ट पार्टाचे पळयलो. ते आर्ग्युमेंट हांवें घायला म्हगे लेटरान. म्हगे कितें मागणें सांगपाचें थिंगा, तूं मोटरान बसलो, पिवन बसलो, आनी पिवन म्हणलें आउट ऑफ द लिमीट. बेश्टो एक ड्रिंक मारला ओ कितें कॉफ सिरप गेले तसलें न्ही, थिंगा अल्कोहोल मेळटा. पूण वेन यू आर आउट ऑफ द लिमीट, permissible limit, and you are drinking and driving. And also I have said about stunts. दोन आसात आनी तेय म्हणलां स्टंट ड्रायव्हिंग. कोण उबो रावन चलयता, मोटरान उबो रावतात आनी चलयतात, रिवर्सान बसतात आनी चलयतात, आमी चोयला पुरो आमकां. सो आय सेड this is an act which you know the nature of which can cause death to someone. Therefore I have said apply 307, arrest these people even if there is no accident. And once they know that Goa is very strict on it, nobody will misbehave. कालचे पळय तुमी, in Delhi a former commissioner of police an एक statement केला that all this Diwali burning of crackers in Delhi could have been avoided if the police had taken action. आता म्हणलं कितें, it is all in your will, it is all in your power. And which means the Delhi police lapsed. That means the Delhi police defaulted. A touch argument in use कर. तुमनी दोन आसात, पिवन टुरिस्ट वयतात, तुम आसात थिंग रस्त्यार, कित कोत्तात थिंगा? So this is my demand that use the breathalyzer tests, kits asat, they use korat, checking korat in these hot spots what I call. And second is book these people even if they don't make an accident, book them under 307 and they will be sanitary for following the law.
So the alcohol limit check regular check जायना, जेन्ना इन्सिडेंट जाता हायलाइट जाता तेन्नाच चेक करता थोड्या दिसांनी, मागीर परत चेक करना, हेजेर तुमकां कितें सांगता दिसता?
तेंच म्हणटा रेग्युलर आसपा जाय न्ही. मुगे रिक्वेस्ट त्या लेटरान कितें, हे जागे आहात थिंगा तुमी जाणात, कित्याक एक पार्टी पासून चलत तेन्ना टू डिस्ट्रिक्ट मॅजिस्ट्रेट आनी पुलीस क्लियरन्स दिता, म्हण तुमकां खबर आसा पार्टी खंय आसा. सो आमगे गोंयकार पासून जायत, कोण पिवन कोणाक मारले जाल्यार इट कॅन बी हिट अँड रन केस ऑल्सो, मागीर कशें ना कोणें मारला. सो आय से that you have to be strict in all these places, not only drunken driving, ते उतारा यूज केला, I've also said stunt driving.
I think this just came and they opposed the late night parties are going and they're violating the rules of the sound pollution. What do you like to say about that?
There are two parts. Late night parties, if it is permissible by law, if I have a party and I don't have music, there is no problem. And if I have it in my residence, it is not an offense. Or even I have it in a hotel. Third party, some parties may go on in a banquet hall or in some destination places which there may not be any music. But the question is, don't mix up late night parties with music. If it is music being played late night, it just cannot be played after 10 o'clock. This is central government law. Supreme Court has ensured that this is laid down as a judgment. Our High Court is insisting on its following it up to ensure it is. But I know that there are cases which are going on with impunity. And this cannot happen unless there is connivance between the police, the officials, and the people who are organizing these functions or the shows or the parties. Indoors you don't have a problem. Because if it is indoors, then there is no sound limit. It is outdoors. But indoors also cannot be, and Beshek Patro Gailon called it indoors, where the sound is leaking out and sound will still disturb outside. So indoors must be, even there is what is indoors where such kind of sound is permitted is also there in the notification of the government of Goa. Now that is one part of it. So I don't agree fully that all late night parties should be stopped. But when they cause a nuisance, sometimes in the neighborhood they will cause a nuisance. Tum podo yaar. There may be a venue where it's highly residential. The motorcycles going up and down that road, the cars, the noise people make on the road disturbs the people, senior citizens and others. In residential zones, you must know how to contain this. In residential zones, you must say party over at 10 o'clock. Whatever party, with or without music. Maximum I say 11 o'clock. Pura. I'm always arguing for 11 o'clock timing, though the law says 10. Either I know that nothing gets over at 10. So let us be realistic. 11 muna pache. But in other areas, you can't actually stop it. So I don't agree, nor can I support to fight that we should stop it. I know what people will feel. But as I repeat, residential zones, it must shut down. In those special places where the sound does not go out, that where it is permissible, if it is all legitimate in accordance with law, that can be allowed. But there cannot be any outdoor sound after 10 o'clock. This is the law. So I am with those residents in that aspect, that whenever there is sound pollution, whether it is coming from indoors or outdoor, but as long as it is pollution which is disturbing them, those places must be stopped, and if they continue, they should be sealed. So this is what is happening.